So this is a quick snapshot of the Foxwood project. We're the first to go, so I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be saying, but I'm going to give it a go. Foxwood is not the easiest thing to explain, so I'll start by telling you who we are. As you probably know already, I'm Ren. There are two other directors, there's Kim Davis and Steph McStee, but there are an amazing amount of other people in our support network, consultants, people we go to for advice, members of the local community, people who engage in our events, well-wishers from the community. If anything, I think we pick up probably a new advisor or consultant about every other week. I'd say at the moment what we're mostly known for is our free events, our seed swap, the Easter Trail, the growing competitions, the pumpkin trail that we did last year, but that's only a really small percentage of what we actually do. On a day-to-day basis, I'd say we are sort of the practical link in the chain between something that needs to happen and something being done. And that sounds pretty simple, and sometimes it is. Sometimes it's a case of trash needs to move, and so we litter pick. Our main focus for this next 1 to 5 years is a site that we've just taken on, which is about 1.5 acres, and as you can see here, this is what it was before we arrived. Foxwood has never been about taking on something that already works, so what we're doing here is very much taking a problem and turning it into a solution. The site that we're working on at the moment went from originally being a very well-kept series of allotments run by families to grow their own vegetables, and then went from being a less good site to a bad site, and then later to a derelict site, and then to a site of all kinds of antisocial behavior, fly tipping, you name it, it's been done on here. I've never seen Foxwood as a last resort. However, I think we probably were for this site. Pretty much everyone that's ever been involved with it has thought that it was too much of a problem to solve, and so it just got left and left and left, and that's where it was when we got called in to look at it. We took over the management in February, and it's taken, an amazing amount of work, an amazing amount of tools. So it's provided our trainees and volunteers with some of the most interesting and challenging work, I think, that anyone has ever put on a CV. Weather allowing, we run tasks 3 days a week down at the allotments, and tasks can cover anything from wildflower seeding to digging a hole to heavy machinery and large-scale landscaping. We really don't pull any punches. Anything that is within our insurance and within our risk assessment is something that people can have a go on, and we do our best to train them in. Sometimes it's really exciting, sometimes it's just hard graft, and what we're there to is to promote the fact that sometimes you just have to work hard in order to get where you want to go. All kinds of different people come to Foxwood for all kinds of different reasons, and that's something that we've done deliberately, I suppose. We set up the project with the idea that there wasn't just one way to get from A to B, in the way that some companies have a thing they need to sell and people they want to sell it to. Foxwood is more about joining dots. So we're all quite unconventional characters here at Foxwood, so and we've all had very unique and peculiar career choices and paths, so we're very aware of the fact that there are as many different ways to get from A to B as there are people making the journey. There are a few basic focuses to what we do. We very much train in site safety and provide a safe environment for people to have a go at everything on. We're very much into conservation and sustainability. Everything we do must be environmentally sustainable and friendly. We use the term positive change for people and places, and we use the word place deliberately because world is just too big of a concept to really focus on. So we break it down into places people know and understand. And so you can see in this picture here, that's Tim, one of our trainees, and he's currently here, but he's on his way to being here. He's about to progress onwards from us to a qualification in arboriculture and conservation. So I hope I've explained that okay. We're basically a process. So we do this so that we can then do this, which then leads on to this, which then becomes this, which then goes on to this, to become this, and it equals this. And that's what we're all about in Foxwood. It's a process, and it's kind of a journey, or an ethos perhaps. And then the more we do, the more we find that it sort of picks up in momentum, and so we learn to do this so that we can do this, which gives you this. And the whole thing is an investment back into this, the people, and where they're trying to go. And that's Foxwood.